There's a big misconception in the space that you need a ton of money to advertise and find success in the Google Ads world. And the thing is you don't necessarily need a huge money to dump on advertising. The key is to start at a lower budget, especially if you're trying to make sure you don't spend too quickly, and then really earn your way up. Because if you can start running on Google, the most important thing is starting, especially when you're trying to get more revenue into your brand. So when it comes to Google, you really want to start small and then reinvest based off of the revenue that comes in, which means it will take more time. But the beauty of this is you can really earn your way up. Like I mentioned, you can make money at a lower budget and then reinvest the money you're making with that low budget into a larger budget. So the key is starting with what's most likely to make you the most money first and then building from there. In most cases, we've talked about this before, it's going to be two main campaign types. One's going to be a traditional PPC search ad. And when it comes to traditional PPC, this is so important because you're targeting ideal traffic. It really allows you to isolate traffic quality as an issue because you can go after keywords with phrase match targeting. So you're going after the exact keyword you want and the intent behind those keywords. And when you have the exact person looking for your product, there's not really an excuse, right? It's just a matter of whether or not your assets and your actual product converts that traffic. And if you can't do that, you're not going to be able to convert other traffic, either. So the key is to really see if you can convert the best possible traffic first and then scale from there. And when it comes to search, if you have a small budget, and let's say you're willing to spend $50 to $100 per day across your whole strategy, you also can't target a ton of things because what's going to happen is you're going to spread out the budget too thin and you're not going to have answers anywhere. When you spread out budget too thin, really what you're doing is buying data. And when you have too little data, you can't make decisions. So when you have a ton of different things being targeted, let's say you have a bunch of different product categories, different products, and you kind of want answers on all of them, you really need to start with also the most likely to convert to, especially if you're running something like Facebook, you can take the winners from there and start on Google. So make sure if you run PPC search with a low budget, you really stick to the most important products that you can run first and then build outwards as you get more budget that you can run into Google. Because what will happen is, like I said, if you spend your money, it spreads out everywhere. You're not going to get the answers you need. You're not going to see what converts. It's going to waste the money. And then you're just going to be in the same position you were earlier, which was needing more money to run an advertising with Google Ads. So the next is going to be a PMAX campaign. The nice thing about PMAX is it does a lot of work on the algorithm side. And what I mean by that is Google has a lot of data on who's likely to convert, who's going to make you money that doesn't really tell you they have. So when it comes to PMAX, you can leverage that. And because PMAX is algorithm based and shows on shopping, display, YouTube, search, it's going to go after the traffic on all those different parts of the platform that are most likely to convert, which saves you a lot of the work. The biggest thing, like I always say, is make sure to give it all the assets it needs, because if you don't give it really good assets, you're going to basically stunt the performance of that campaign, and it's not going to be able to do the job that it needs to do, which is find the traffic that's going to convert, show it the right content, and then make you more money. And the beauty of these two is you're usually going to see either the search or the PMAX campaign do better than the other, and then you can start shifting budget to whatever's working better. And when you do that, you start making more money, right? And then you can kind of experiment more next to that main campaign as you scale it up. So between the two, even if they're doing, really the same level, you can scale them at the same time. If one's working better, make sure to really hinder the other budget-wise and then put as much budget onto the one that's scaling. So that way you can scale it up, make more money for your brand, and start scaling on the Google side. So if you have any questions, make sure to drop them in the comment section below. Happy to answer them. If you want more videos like this one, talking about how to make money for your store on Google Ads, make sure to like and subscribe. And also check out our socials where we post daily small clips on how to make more money with Google Ads. Thanks for watching.